Welcome back to the channel. It's Bilskie back here with you, and we are getting set for Game 2 of this very good series so far. I got to say that the first game was probably one of the most challenging games yet against the St. Louis Cardinals. It'd be Jack Flaherty against Double V, Vince Velasquez. We're just going to set it up right now. Couple news and notes behind the scenes. I do have a page that I started up on Facebook. I'll be getting into that in just a little bit. But we're just going to get it rolling here. We're going to give the Cardinals their road blues. Kind of looks like the Phillies blues, but a little different. So we're going to go with the Phillies white pinstripes. There you see beautiful Citizens Bank Park, clear skies. We're going to get into it here. Double V on the hill against Jack Flaherty. So your lineup there you see as Kutch gets a start. In left field, he'll be leading off. Batting second, Mean Gene Segura. He'll be playing third base, the hot corner. Bryce Harper, the league's leading hitter and home run hitter. Of course, in that third spot, playing right field. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, cleanup. JT Realmuto, the fifth spot, catcher. Didi Gregorius back at shortstop. He'll be batting sixth, batting seventh. The red-hot center fielder, Roman Quinn, batting eighth. His Royal Highness, Scott Kingery. He'll be at second base and batting ninth. And pitching will be Vince Velasquez as we take you to the starting nine there. As you see, it's McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Kingery, and Velasquez as we take a look at the pitching matchup as Double V goes for his fourth win against the Redbirds as we take you now to Citizens Bank Park. And I'm going to be doing the call. I'm going to be waiting on a very special guest to jump in here. Hopefully he can. But welcome to Citizens Bank Park, everybody. As Major League Baseball is on the air, courtesy of MLB 20, the show. Look at that beautiful sun-drenched Citizens Bank Park. JT and the boys getting set here. They're getting all limbered up, and we're getting set for Game 2 here on this Saturday night. So Vince Velasquez will take the hill, looking for win number 5 in his 8 starts. He's got a nice whip, .97. ERA is a little high at 3.3, 157 strikeouts on the season with that 4-0 record. And Randy, are you there? I can hear you. Can you see anything?
Leading off tonight for St. Louis, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Well, try to do it on the, if you can, watch it on the PS4. Colton Wong at the plate now. He's just fouled it off. So, yeah, see if you can actually watch it via the PlayStation 4 and see what happens there.
First pitch, 6:05.
6:05. Second pitch on the way to Colton Wong is fouled away, 0-2. So I brought Randy on, everybody, because he's a good friend of mine, number one. We are also co-admins on the Wrestling Network page on Facebook. And Randy is a huge, long-time, not only St. Louis resident, but a St. Louis fan. And once he gets his video lined up over there, if possible. Colton Wong sends this one to deep right field. Bryce Harper's there. He'll put it away. And that's one away here in the first. Gave Matt Vasgersian, Dan Plesac, and Mark DeRosa the night off. So decent lineup here. You got Wong, Fowler, Goldschmidt, Carpenter, DeJong, I probably said that wrong, Molina, Tyler O'Neill, Lane Thomas, and Jack Flaherty. Anybody stand out to you in that lineup, Randy?
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Gotcha. Could you imagine if Owen Arenado was holding off your hot corner there? Oh, Goldschmidt goes. Well, Paul Goldschmidt's at the plate now. He's got an 0-2 account on him with 2 strikes. You talk about a guy who could hammer the ball. He gets one, he'll put one in orbit. There's no question about that. Struck him out. Yeah. Well, after one, we got a 0-0 score. So we're heading to the bottom of the first here. And Jack Flaherty, real quick, Randy, tell me about Jack Flaherty, what you've seen of him. That's some pretty tall cotton. Yeah.
Leading up for the Phillies, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Flaherty. Okay, what do you see right now? Do you see McCutchen at the plate yet, or no? Okay. Yeah, no problem. 0-1 the count to Andrew McCutchen. Flaherty rocks into the windup and the pitch. Inside for a ball. McCutchen, 2 home runs last night. He's got that average up to 410. Not bad for a guy who started the season kind of a couple weeks late, coming in on the injured list. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Shot out to shallow center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. So Kutch is on here in the early first inning. Much like a lot of the guys in this lineup, Kutch is on fire as we take a look at it. Just a nice little bloop single, just enough to fall right in front of the center fielder there. And that'll bring Mean Gene to the plate with Andrew McCutchen on first. Flaherty, the pitch. Long drive, deep left field. It is out of here. Home run. You know, right now, I think that a lot of the young talent in place is, I think we're seeing it right now. I think Kingery is one who, now that Cesar Hernandez is gone, what a shot there by Mean Gene. We're going to take a look at the replay here. I mean, he just gets all of it. Sends it over the left field wall. 2-run home run here in the first. Got out of here quick, 106.1 miles an hour. Just made over that left field wall. And Bryce Harper comes to the plate.
That is third. The right fielder.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I looked at some of the projections of the lineups this season, and you know, now that Maikel Franco is on the Kansas City Royals, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Now that Maikel's on the Royals, that left a void at third base, but it was either going to be Scott Kingery at third base or Mean Gene, because they had picked up Didi Gregorius over the offseason, which is a huge upgrade at shortstop as far as I'm concerned. Inside. No, I didn't either. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know who they had in their pipeline that was going to take his spot, but obviously that has happened. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Harper got under it, and that's going to pop him sky high. Looks like Carpenter's underneath of it. He'll put it away.
Batting fourth.
Yeah. I don't know, but Hoskins went. Oh, he went out there. He put it there in the gap between left and center. He's going to roll in with a double. I think the biggest problem with the Phillies last year was the fact they left too many runners on base. They didn't really finish off the hits that they got. They didn't capitalize. They didn't manufacture enough runs to really make a dent. And I was really looking forward to this season absolutely becoming the exact opposite of that. You know, JT's been here now. This will be his second season with the team. Bryce Harper, this will be his second season with the team, the second of 13 to be exact. There is a lot to look forward to, and I think the prevailing thought is you see JT there with the 10-game hitting streak going on. You got a nice little rip here, put the ball in play. That dog did, in fact, hunt. You know, with a lot of these players in place, I think the rebuilding period, for at least as far as I'm concerned, is just about over. They have pieces in place right now that can really get the job done offensively as Didi takes a strike. The rotation is right-hand laden. You know, you got Nola, who's, you know, a perennial Cy Young candidate every year. Strike two. You know, you have Wheeler, who we just got from the Mets. He'll be here 5 years as our second starter, and then Jake Arrieta the third, and then you got Eflin and Vince Velasquez bringing up the fourth and fifth spot. So, yeah. He is. The entire staff is just looking good. In fact, it has a lot to do with the fact that I finally learned how to pitch the right way. Oh, inside. I almost hit him. Yeah, and the only one who really had a hiccup, I mean, all five of the guys got great stuff. You know, they all have their strengths. They all have good location in their pitches. It's just a matter of right about now who can. Oh, that's a swing and a miss. That's going to be a swinging out. So there's. Yachty tried to get him at third. He wasn't going anywhere. So that's one away as Didi will have a seat. Here's Roman Quinn, who's just about as hot as anybody on this team. For about a month span, he was the league leader in batting average, which I couldn't see coming a mile away. Well, he pretty much... I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't know who the starting center fielder was slated to be. I see a lot of potential in Quinn just simply because of his range in the outfield, and that's all based on his speed. He's got tremendous speed on the base paths. He can definitely steal a base if he had to. Of course, I got to learn how to steal bases effectively in this game, but in real life, the dude is an absolute speedster. There's no question about it. Ball 2-1. I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. And he's still young. The only reason why I put him in, like I said, I'm not really sure what the projected center fielder was to be. I thought it would be Roman Quinn simply because of his attributes. There's a shot. That doggone. So ball falls in, another hit. And Phil's take a 3-0 lead here in the first. The thing about Quinn is... He now got that spot, as you see the replay here. Nice little sweet swing. I mean, he's got a nice little compact swing, and he puts it where he wants it, really. His availability in center field happened simply because Odubel Herrera is no longer with the team, which I'm sure you heard about. His off-the-field incidents pretty much got him off the team, which pretty much opened... Yeah. So, which pretty much opened the door for Quinn and guys like Adam Hazley, who I'm really high on. He's left-handed bat. The other thing, going back to Quinn, that he has going for him is he's a switch hitter. So not only can he provide range in the outfield if he plays the center field spot, can he run the base paths effectively with his speed. Outside 2-1. I think that as much as anything else, because he is able to hit from both sides of the plate. And that, to me, is a very good characteristic in any ball player, especially offensively. 2-1 pitch. Kangaroo fouls it off. Yes. They brought him up because they realized that Carlos Santana was not going to get the job done at first base. And so him leaving opened the door for Hoskins. He came up. I don't know if you remember last season or not, but he came right up from AAA Lehigh Valley and immediately started hitting home runs. Oh, no. No. Yeah, pretty much. And there's the home run that got the scoring started. So at the end of one, it is 3-0 Phils. So how far are you behind? Did you just see like the end of the inning and now Carpenter coming up?
Matt Carpenter.
Okay. Here's what. So you're watching via YouTube, not the...
Nope, at the ball.
Okay.
Ball one, no strike.
Just to let you know, that's probably about 30 seconds behind. Yeah, at least. Now, can you hear yourself if you were to do the sound? Can you hear yourself at all? Fouled off. 1-2 the count to Matt Carpenter. Like this guy. Sure, go ahead. And a chopper right up the middle there as Didi in the dirt, but throws him out. Good play. They had him shifted, and the shift was played perfectly there. As we're going to take a look at the defense here. JT, of course, the Golden Glove winner, and really not a bad glove on that field. Little shaky out there and right with Bryce sometimes, but I'll tell you what, that catch he did the other night was absolutely spectacular. I thought he was going to hurt himself diving into the wall to get it, but he certainly had an amazing catch out there in right field. Oh, okay. Ah, and turning up your volume probably doesn't help, right? Oh, okay.
So I think we're on the right track. I think there's just a few things we're missing that we could figure out. And I think this will be a lot of fun right now. The count is 1 and 2.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of there, and I apologize to everybody out there. We were supposed to be a two-man conversation, but we're figuring it out. There's got to be some way to adjust. Either oh boy, DeYoung got a hold of one. It's out of here. Goodbye. DeYoung with his 4th home run of the year, he just hit it over the left field wall. Well, you are behind. Or are you just checking to see? You know what? Go into your audio settings. You'd have to go into the settings on the game. Yeah, Velasquez knew that was gone. Go into your settings on the PlayStation 4 and check the volume for the headset. And you should be able to max that volume up. You should be able to pot that volume all the way up. That should help. So I had Russ do that the other night, and you just started hearing him at the end. You know what? Let me see something here. I'm going to try to... I'm going to bring down the crowd volume, just so maybe that might help. Bring down the volume.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen,
there we go.
attention, please.
Okay. All right. We're back at it here. So I brought down the crowd volume just a little bit more. Maybe that might help too, but while you're in there, go into your settings and make sure that the mic volume for your headset is potted all the way up. 0-2 count to Yadier Molina, longtime veteran catcher. Shot out to second base. It's going to get past Kinger. It's in for a base hit. So the Cardinals here, with one out, surging here is Velasquez tried to sneak that slider by him, but the crafty veteran Molina is kind of shuffled it right off to that right side there, and it was just out of the reach of Kingery. Tyler O'Neill, the batter now. Fastball in there for a strike. Tyler O'Neill, 7 home runs on the year, batting .300, not too shabby. 27 runs batted in. Curveball just missed. 1-1 the count to Tyler O'Neill. Let's see, we're going to throw him a heater. Yep, that was in there, 96 miles an hour. Don't forget to follow my page. I have Bilskie's Phillies season now. I just put it on Facebook. Just started that up today. Still 1-2. Go ahead. Okay. So Randy's going to take a break. We're still trying to get his audio fixed as Harper puts it away. Lane Thomas, the batter. 278 average. Look at that OPS, 800. Slider's working. Apparently the strike zone's going to be a little low tonight. Guess that has to be better be a warning for both teams. Fastball in there. Quickly 0-2 the count to Lane Thomas. What do we got? I mean, you can talk louder if you want. I mean, you're not going to hurt my ears any. Now, did you check to make sure your mic volume was all the way up? Pops him up. Oh, yeah, we can hear each other in the headphones just fine. It's just not translating over the... Oh, wow, it dropped in for a hit. I thought that was a fly out. Wow. There you see the Cardinals defensive lineup there. Well, you know, if it don't work out, we'll have to try it another time. I mean, I'm sure there'll be another occasion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Flaherty left it over the heart of the plate. McCutchen just crushed it. Out of here. 2-run home run for Andrew McCutchen. He is on fire. I just saw it, yeah. Yeah, he just threw it right over the heart of the plate. I didn't even direct it. I just hit the swing button and he just launched it. 430 feet. I think he hit it right into Harry the K's. So Kutch just made this a little bit more interesting as he goes yard, fills up now 4-1. I have a feeling the Cardinals are not done scoring yet. Yeah, he got all that one and then some. But I have a feeling this game is 111.8 miles an hour, and he hit it in the upper deck. Wow. Wow, what a shot. Well, that'll bring Mean Gene, who homered already. 2-run home run in the first. Ground ball down to third. Carpenter has it. And whips it over to first to Goldschmidt for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
There's Bryce Harper. Go ahead. What were we going to say? Yeah, You can.
Against each other, we'd be locked.
We would. We would. Well, that'll end the inning after 2. It's 4-1 Phillies, and it was 4-1 on that huge 2-run blast into the upper deck. And there's Heidi Watney, and we can't hear what she has to say, so we're just going to go ahead and skip that because we turned off the audio. I don't know, brother. We'll have to, maybe we can figure something out tonight into tomorrow. Maybe we'll do Sunday's game. Maybe we'll do that later in the day. We can figure out what's going on with this.
Sounds good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on YouTube and find one of them 11, 12-year-olds that teach us grown people how to do things right.
Right.
And, I should probably have it figured out by tomorrow.
So Randy just said he's going to hop on YouTube and check out some 11, 12-year-olds who know how to do all this audio, video stuff that guys our age don't know how to do, which is an excellent idea.
Hey, what about your boy? How come he isn't here? He should be telling us how to do this.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, he's too busy creating stuff on Minecraft. He's all into the Minecraft thing right now.
Awesome.
Yep.
This has been fun. I think we could definitely have some fun with this. We work well together. I'm going to do a little research the rest of the night. I'll get back to you.
I got to count 1 and 2.
I'm going to watch this game too while I watch this tremendous Cardinal comeback.
Well, it's far from over, and you got your picture up now, but as it was yesterday, it's far from over. All right, Randy, take care, brother. See ya. All right, well, we tried to do a cross-country broadcast here, but did not work. As you see, Vince Velasquez there striking out Flaherty. So the pitcher's down on strikes. I got to say, I'm a bigger fan of the Phillies wearing the powder blue than the Cardinals. I'm just saying. Here's Colton Wong. He's 0 for 1 on the day so far. Hot shot down to the big fella who goes right over and taps first base for out number 2. So, yeah, we had this plan with Randy. Was going to get on there and do some commentary from the St. Louis point of view. Give us some pointers on, in actuality, who was slated to really perform for that team this year. But it wasn't to be, so maybe tomorrow, as he's going to get on YouTube, maybe look for some tutorials as to how to get that volume up. Here's Dexter Fowler, and he goes oppo-boppo there out to left field. And Kutch has got a heck of a run ahead of him. Fowler's a speedster, too. So it will be a stand-up double here with 2 outs for Dexter Fowler. Take a look at it here. Yeah, he had it perfectly placed. There's no question about it. Shot it right out there, and there was absolutely nothing that Kutch could do at that point. So that'll bring Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He is 0 for 1. So 4-1 here in the third with 2 outs. Will he be able to get it? No, he cannot get it. He dove for it. That will score a run. So Paul Goldschmidt gets the RBI double. It just kind of split Kutch and Roman right there up the middle. And you saw Roman there trying to dive for it, but it just wasn't to be. It sounded good. Look at that. Yeah, I dove a little bit too late. Probably shouldn't have dove at all, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Matt Carpenter now at the plate 0 for 1. And that one's right at Roman. This one he gets, and that will end the inning. So the Cards pick up a run on the RBI double by this man, Paul Goldschmidt. And as I said, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely a game, and it's going to be a series with the 2 teams. We'll be right back. And we're back. And that'll bring up the big fella, Rhys Hoskins, who is 1 for 1. He doubled and also scored. So we'll see what he can do here. We are in the bottom of the third. 4-2 the score. As the big fella goes with the, look like a sinker maybe. But that will be 1 away here in the bottom half of the third inning. As we take a look at the National League Central standings, St. Louis has some work to do. Cincinnati 5.5 up on the Cubbies there, and of course the The Cardinals 11.5 games out. But again, we are only in May, and as we always say at the end of most of the Phillies games when we check the standings, you know, anything can happen on any given day as far as baseball goes. Any team can beat any team. Nice slider in there. 0-1 the count to JT. Captain he had some double duty. He had 2 home runs the other night. Kutch with 2 home runs last night. Kutch already has 1 in the hole.
Nope.
High for a ball.
1-1.
And here's the 1-1 count. 1-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. That slider absolutely fooled me. I'm not going to lie. 1-2 pitch. He got underneath of it that time. He popped him up. And that will most likely, yes, it will be an out. So 2 away here in the third. Without so much as a base runner. Some good parity with these two teams. As I mentioned last night, that was probably the closest game that the Phillies have had thus far this season with that 5-3 victory. And as the way things are going right now, we may see that again tonight. Didi Gregorius at the plate now. 5th in the National League with batting average. He's 0 for 1 tonight, looking to get on base for the first time. Curveball in there. 0-2 the count to Didi. Don't forget to check out the new Facebook page, Bilskie's Phillies Season. There's no way he swung at that. Right. Good call, Ump. Good call. So if you're just joining me here, my friend Randy and I, who is a St. Louis fan, we were going to do a double broadcast. And, well, it just didn't work, put it that way. So we're going to look into trying to hook that up somewhere down the line, hopefully tomorrow. If not, the next time Phils and Cards hook up. Still 1-2 here. Didi Gregorius. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Strokes it over toward first. He could beat this out. No, he does not. Well, that'll end the inning for the Phils. No runs, no hits, and none left. And we move to the 4th. Still 4-2 Phillies. Here's Paul DeJong. He went yard earlier on. He's 1 for 1. Started the Cardinals scoring back in the first. That slider. It would probably be to Velasquez's benefit not to leave that slider up in the zone, which would be my benefit because I'm the guy throwing with him. There's a good slider. Fooled DeJong that time. We are now 0-2. Forget the curveball. Throw him a heater. Fouled off. Phils and Cards back at it tomorrow. Daytime game. Phils will have their alternate old school breakout alternate jerseys tomorrow. And look at that curveball. Just drops right in there. Froze him like a frozen rope. His 4th strikeout on the day so far, as that'll bring Yadier Molina to the plate. Yadi's 1 for 1. He had a single back in the second. Fastball right out to Roman Quinn. And he'll put it away. And that is 2 away. Vince has really settled down. I know he had a couple in those last couple outings that he's had. He got kind of rocked around a little bit, but his command is certainly coming into play here and is becoming a lot more consistent, especially his pitch placement, velocity. That's my cat sneezing in the background. Real life, folks, real life. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Nope.
Curveball low. Probably going to bring the broadcasters back on and let the computer play this in a little bit because I don't think I'll be able to do this the entire time. Got to eat dinner eventually. Slider in there. 1-1 the count. And the 1-1 pitch. Slider again. Slider's doing some damage here with these hitters. Good split there for 42 pitches. Very minimal balls thrown. And the payoff pitch. The curveball fooled him, swung, struck him out, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, and none left. Double V doing his thing, striking him out. And evidence right here against O'Neill. After 3.5, it's 4-2. Fightins. That'll bring Roman to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single. Also scored, he has an RBI to his credit today. Still pumping that average, 409 on the season so far. Oh, what a... Wow, I didn't think that was actually going to be a strike. 67 hits on the season as well. Very nice. Opposite field shot down to the third baseman Carpenter, who throws across the diamond in a very quick out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 4th. And that'll bring up His Royal Highness Scott Kingery. 0 for 1 so far on the day. Both pitchers working a lot of sliders tonight. Of course, Scott Kingery yesterday went 0 for 4, so he's looking to get a little offensive retribution in this one. 0-1 pitch by Flaherty. Inside for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Kingery gets a hold of one, and it gets past the glove of Carpenter, as that'll go down to the left field corner. Kingery hustling around. He will be in with a double. So with 1 out, Scott Kingery breaks his offer from yesterday with a hit today, and in the form of a double. His 9th on the season. Flaherty's getting hit around a little bit. 4 runs on 7 hits. 44 pitches. Well, I mean, he's still under the minimum. I mean, 44 pitches in 4 innings of work. Not bad. Here's Vince. Pops it high in the air. Obviously, Kingery will have to get back to second there. 2 away. We'll flip it over to the top of the order as Dexter Fowler put that one away for the out. And here's Kutch. 2 for 2 with a single and a run batted in. Obviously, with 2 runs batted in, he hit himself in with that home run. It was a 2-run home run. Back in the first, the pitch to Kutch. Heater in there for a strike. Wow, look at that. Adam Wainwright in the bullpen. Here's a guy who was a frontline starter, now has been regulated to the bullpen, apparently. At least the computer put him there anyway. Outside with that changeup. 1-1 the count to Andrew McCutchen. Kingery leads away off second. And the 1-1 pitch. Inside, but Kutch got a hold of one. No, it went back to the... Well, that's the out of the inning anyway. All right. I thought they were going to double him up, but there was already 2 outs. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so after 4, it's still 4-2 Phils. And Heidi Watney's going to talk, and we don't know what she's saying. Yes, hi, it's me, Heidi Watney. Phillies are doing very good right now, and the Phillies manager, whose name is Joe Girardi, who they don't say in the game, which I'm kind of upset about, I got to admit. I mean, here you got one of the premier managers, arguably of, I mean, not of all time, but got a couple World Series rings as a catcher and as a coach, a head coach, a manager, if you will, and they don't even mention him as the Phillies manager. I don't get it. 0-1 the count to Lane Thomas. Slider went away. 1-1. Fastball. Blew it right by him. 1-2 the count to Lane Thomas. JT calls for a slider, and that was close, but the ump rung him up. 6th strikeout for Double V. If we take a look at it here, the bottom just drops right off. Look at that. Well, you know, it was close. Obviously, it was close enough. The ump rung him up. So with 1 away, the pitcher Jack Flaherty comes in to hit. Fastball in there looking. Strike 1. Slider just missing inside. Nice 2-seam fastball in there. 1-2 the count. Nice hack by Flaherty. He just he was looking to get on board there. You know, he's trying to help himself out a little bit there. You got to give it to him. The payoff pitch. Oh, he fooled him big time as that slider went tailing away and Flaherty chased it. The 7th strikeout for Double V here in the 5th inning is, yeah, he swung him out of his shoes there, right out of his cleats. 2 away here. That'll flip the lineup over. Colton Wong standing in with 2 outs here in the 5th. Wow, that slider is on point tonight. Colton Wong 0 for 2 tonight. He has flown out and grounded out. Just inside. 1-1 pitch. Went for that curveball, but fouls it off. Just to bring you up to speed on some of the injuries on the team, I mentioned the other day that Jake the Snake, Jake Arrieta, will be missing his next start as he has a right shin contusion. And he struck him out. Looking. Vince Velasquez nails another one down. A backwards K indeed. Phillies faithful out in full force tonight. After 4.5, it's 4-2 Fightins. So that will bring Mean Gene Segura to the plate to face Jack Flaherty here in the bottom of the 5th. Ooh. Well, he got a half a hack there, and it went right to the second baseman, Wong, for 1 away. I was mentioning about Jake Arrieta. Apparently got a contusion after being hit in his push-off leg, his right leg, the other night in his start, which he did finish. I mean, he didn't finish the entire game, but he finished his outing. It was determined after the game that he was going to have to miss at least 1 start. So Liriano will be starting in his place when they head to Los Angeles early next week. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He got all that one. As Harry Callis used to say, this ball is out of here. Home run, Bryce Harper. Wow, 405 feet, his 16th of the year. He launched it as as we say here in Philly, ring the bell. Bryce just launched it. 5-2 now, Phillies. Yeah, he got all that one. All right, guys in the truck, should a replay. Here we go. Yeah, he knew it. When you see that cutscene, you know it's going. Let's see, how far back did it go? I didn't even see it land. I don't even know where it went. It could have been out of the stadium for all I know. That'll bring the big fella Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Jack Flaherty is most understandably shaken up after just letting up that bomb to Bryce Harper. Want to know the count to Rhys Hoskins.
Oh, that's out.
Just missed. 2-0 to the big fella. Lets that one go, but it's in for a strike. 2-1 the count to Rhys Hoskins. Beautiful night in Philadelphia. It's been nice here all day. Mid-70s. And the pitch. Ooh! I probably should have let that one go, but I didn't think it was going to be a strike. He's throwing all heaters so far by the looks of things. Let's see if he breaks out that slider. Probably not. Here's the 2-2. Hoskins protecting there. Fouls it off. Still 2-2. The windup and the pitch. Full count now. JT on deck. Looking to maybe put another notch in the score column here. And the 3-2 pitch to Hoskins. Once again protecting. Went with the changeup that time apparently. Three-two pitch on the way. Inside, ball 4, he walked him. So a good at bat there by Hoskins, drawing the walk, and that'll bring JT, the captain, to the plate.
Now batting, catcher, JT. Real Muto.
Good at bat there by Rhys. Being a lot more patient at the plate. Here comes arguably the best catcher in all of baseball right now. Certainly in this season anyway. 1 for 2 on the day here. He's got 10 home runs on the season, I believe. I think it's 10. There's a hot shot to Carpenter. He's going to double him up here. What a play by the Cardinals. Carpenter got that one started. Can't take anything away from the glove at the hot corner of Matt Carpenter. He got this one started. So the Phils get doubled up, and that will end the 5th inning. Got the home run by Harper. So the Phils up 5-2 at the end of 5. And we will start the 6th here with Dexter Fowler. Fowler 1 for 2 on the day. Nice curveball, drops in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Dexter Fowler. Fastball. Oh, what a catch by Roman Quinn. I didn't think he was going to do it. Let's see if we get a replay here. Yes, we do. He just kind of does a little jump. Good form. Really good form there. So 1 away quickly here in the top half of the 6th, as that'll bring Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He doubled and knocked in a run. Slider. Hit out to Scott Kingery, who gobbles it up and throws it over to Hoskins for out number 2. Nothing better than seeing a team playing like a well-oiled machine, offensively, defensively, pitching. Just a thing of beauty to watch. A thing of beauty to play, too. Ooh! Wow. Well, I probably left that a little bit high up in the zone. Matt Carpenter, bona fide veteran in Major League Baseball, certainly of the Cardinals organization. Slider in there, snuck that over the outside corner. Not bad, 61 total pitches, and we're in the 6th, so he's right around the league average for pitches per inning. Certainly at the minimum. Curveball just short. 1-2 the count to Matt Carpenter, who was one of those batters who do not use batting gloves. Guess he must like the way the ball stings his hands when it hits the bat. Pitch right down to Rhys Hoskins. He'll take it himself, 3 unassisted, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left, and a magnificent little catch there by Roman. And after 5.5, it's 5-2 Phillies.
Your attention, please. Now,
So it looks like the Cards will go to the bullpen, and it'll bring in the veteran right-hander Adam Wainwright to do some long relief here. He's 1-5 on the season. Yeah, that ERA is a little high too, 8.18. But very instrumental in some of their playoff runs was Adam Wainwright. Kind of strange seeing him in a in a mop-up roll here and sort of a long relief roll as he deposits a strike there to Didi Gregorius. Oh, 1 pitch. Oh my. Goodbye. It is out of here. They didn't even track it. You can just tell by Didi's trotting there as the bell rings there at just over the cheesesteak sign there. As Didi goes yard here with his 8th of the season. And the Phils now take this one. Nice shot. That was a nice shot. That was pretty. Let's go to the replay. Yep. He knew it. Let's see how far this one went. Upper tank? Yes, sir. Hit the first row in the upper tank. That makes it 6-2 Phillies. Roman Quinn to the plate. Wainwright just left that one up there, but thankfully for him, Roman just put it on the ground for the ground ball out. That was 3 unassisted by by Goldschmidt. Yeah, Didi knew it was going at that point. So that'll bring up Scott Kingery. He got off the schneid from yesterday with a hit earlier on. 1 for 2 on the day. Nice curveball there. Had Kingery fooled. And the pitch. Boy, he's got some kind of a funky curveball. It comes in there at no miles an hour, and you may as well throw a changeup. Bottom falls right out of it. But that is his pitch of choice, it would seem. Cutter in there. Kingery protecting there. 0-2 the count.
Nope, that's down.
Just low. A ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful night here at Citizens Bank Park. And the 1-2. That curveball on the ground to the shortstop to DeJong. Can he get him? No, he cannot. Kingery just hustled himself down that first baseline, and he got in there with an infield single. So we got to have a runner here with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. And that will bring Double V to the plate. Popped out earlier on. Got underneath that one. I guess if you see a curveball coming in, whether you're a pitcher or a standard hitter, you're going to, you may as well throw chum in the water to a bunch of sharks. They're going to go after it. Late on that swing, but he fouled that cutter away. It's 0-2 to Vince Velasquez. 2nd overall pick in the 2010 draft. Obviously not by the Phillies. Oh, that was outside. A filthy curveball, but it fooled me. But it fooled Velasquez, and that's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So after this inning, we're going to pot the broadcasters back up. We're going to let the computer play the majority of the rest of this game. As Kutch comes in here with a strike, swinging strike. 2 for 3 on the day with a home run, a single, and a run batted in. Ooh, filthy curveball, fooled him. 0-2 the count to Andrew McCutcheon. 2 away. Kingery leading off first base, so he'll be on the move. No, he will not. Oh, the curveball. That was a swinging strike. And that will finish it off, as that will finish the Phillies. As Didi Gregorius is the story in this inning, as he takes this one and hits the front row of the the 2nd tank there. A majestic home run by Didi. And the Phillies now lead this one by a score of 6-2. Well, before we bring the other broadcasters, I'm going to take a look back to Paul DeJong here as he goes yard en route to the first run that the Cardinals would get in this game. Nice home run there by him. So we're going to let the other guys take it over for now and let the computer do the thing.
I'm Mark DeRosa. Welcome to MLB The Show.
Your attention, please.
Gotta get that crowd volume. There we go. All right, so I'm going to jump off of here. We're going to let the computer play this one for a few minutes, and I'll be back. So enjoy this, and I'll be back.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Yadi Molina digging in now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Shot toward right center. And Molina's aboard, a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
First pitch of the at-bat. A line shot to third base.
The center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Now to the plate, Lane Thomas. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Tommy Edman is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher Wainwright.
Number 19, Tommy Edman.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Two-two, here it is. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Stepping up now, Colton Wong. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First delivery to him on the way. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Cards forced to settle for 1. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cardinals 3. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Alex Reyes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Reyes.
Digging in once again, Gene Segura hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
High chopper to third. Reined in. And there's one down now.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 17, Reed Hoskins.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ready to begin the 8th. Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. Segura fields it cleanly, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in now, Matt Carpenter, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. As a look, now the pitch.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him. 2 down. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He comes in 1 for 2 with that. Home run he hit earlier. He's set and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Just gets a piece there at 98 on the gun. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses for ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up. And that's going to fall. A base hit. The throw home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knot.
Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
4-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Count now a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. A runner on first with 2 away. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Phillies. Digging in now for Philadelphia. JT Realmuto.
The catcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch popped up. DeYoung is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 24.
Ready for another chance. Roman Quinn. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A pitch out. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 50, Hector.
All set for the start of the inning, so striding in, Lane Thomas, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Edmundo Sosa will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Pitch is popped up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Vince Velasquez earned his 5th win of the year. Hector Neris records the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right, everybody. Well, that's it. The Phils and the Cards making another competitive game. Phils jumped out early, but the Cardinals came back and made it really interesting there in the 8th as Gene Segura goes 1 for 4, a home run, knocking into our tops player, spotlight player of the game, Vince Velasquez, with his 5th win. Hector Neris nailing down save number 18. So we're going to cut it off here. It's dinner time. Been a long day. So we're just going to cut it off here, and we'll see you tomorrow for Game 3 of the Phillies and Cardinals right here on the Bilskie channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.